Have you or a loved one been affected by pignosis? Symptoms include blaming the controller, banning your own viewers, and saying, that's impossible 47 times a stream. However, there is hope. Welcome to Doody Streams, the internet's premier center for DSP analysis, memes, and emergency anti-pignosis treatment. We expose the cope, we study the salt, and we ask the hard questions. Did the game really screw him, or was it just another skill issue? Subscribe to Doody Streams today, because pignosis spreads fast, but laughter spreads faster.
You're right about the God Pack. I have a PokeTuber vid in my feed. His God Pack poll got 200,000 views. You've only got like 5,000. I don't know why you got so little. There's two reasons. Reason number one, I'm not a PokeTuber. Okay, I'm not. I'm not known for doing Pokemon stuff. I've only been doing TCG for 3 months. In the 3 months that I've been doing TCG, I feel like I've had absolutely insane amounts of success for the pulls I'm getting, and you know what I mean? I'm doing well for myself. I got people contributing to streams to see the cards. I'm doing great, right? I am. Everything's going well with the card stuff, and I'm shocked that within 3 months I'm doing as well as I am. But I haven't accumulated a huge audience for it. Look at the videos. They do what? 500 views for the pack openings, maybe 1,000 if I get a big hit, more people go watch it. But I don't have a giant audience for it, and I know that. Notably, number one, this channel is ancient, and it's known for video games, so no one's going to look for DSP gaming for TCG, right? Maybe if I had a channel that was dedicated to TCG or a rebranded channel that's just TCG content now, that would be more successful in the algorithm. This channel, I doubt is ever going to hit the algorithm for TCG. That's point number one. Point number two, the moment that I got the God Pack, okay, everyone who restreams and steals my content stole it immediately, snipped the clip, put it out stating that it was fake. So the moment that it happened, everyone, oh, it's fake. Look, he's a liar. Now there's literally zero evidence of anything they've said. Because it was a real pack, they had to just immediately slander it and fabricate shit up, of which there is absolutely no factual evidence because it's not true. The God Pack was real. It was a legit pull. But when you have so many shitbags determined to ruin something good, the internet gets skeptical. I don't blame them. If there was someone who was an outsider and saw this God Pack pull and you've got a ton of people saying it's fake, you might believe it's fake, right? That's just an outsider's perspective. Why are so many people saying it's fake? So when something's in question for its validity, there's no way whatsoever that it's really going to get big attention than, for example, a big-time PokeTuber who's known for doing Pokemon videos constantly and pulling cards and things. They get a God Pack. Well, they're trusted. They're known in the community. They're always going to be able to have that be prominent because they're known for it, right? For me, I'm a newbie, so I'm not going to get that kind of attention. And then on top of that, everyone's saying that it's fake because they want to get clickbait views, which is exactly what they did. I'm never going to get attention for it. So it is what it is. The truth is, I'm happy that I got the pack. It's like I said, it's a moment that we got to share and have a great time together. The cards are of incredible value, right? Awesome. And I appreciate everyone who has stuck around for card stuff and supported it. Thank you for that. Ghost did a $5 super chat. He says, I hope it's nice and cool where you are. It's 112 where I live. It is. Today is actually a day on the cooler side. I think it's not even going to hit 80 degrees Fahrenheit here today, which is much appreciated after some of the warmer days that we have had as of late. Bilbo Swaggins did 500 kicks and says, you 100% bought that God Pack on eBay. No, I didn't. That's an outright lie. It's slanderous and defamatory. Enjoy your permanent ban, you little bitch. And I did permanently ban him. I don't care that every once in a while he'll drop kicks. I don't need his kicks. He's a piece of shit, and he can kiss my ass. So now we're up to 136 to support. Only 14 away from our next milestone. Oh, that's true. Starshine Radiant says people who really do know Pokemon know the God Pack pull was real, but people are fishing for reactions. In truth, my reaction doesn't matter. All they need is their audience to believe it, and that's how they profit. So they can literally say anything with no truthful corroboration, no evidence, as long as their dunce fuck audience, brain dead, mouth drooling audience believes it, that's all they care about, because that's how they make their money, the clickbait. So they could say anything. At this point, I'm shocked someone hasn't said I'm a murderer or like a hardcore drug dealer, because they just say anything with literally no facts or actual evidence of anything. They just say whatever they want, and morons eat it up because they're that fucking stupid. Yes. Doug O says, do you think if you live stream buying and opening the card on the spot and getting a God Pack, people would say it's fake? Yes. They would still say it was planned and doctored ahead of time. 100%. Yes. Thank you, Carly Snail. Appreciate that. Tim the Tool, thank you for a gifted membership this morning. I appreciate that. We're now up to 139 to support. We're 11 away from our third pack opening. Let's go. Noble Time says the big thing with Yu-Gi-Oh! Is Konami just doesn't know how to keep up with Pokemon. Well, it's this simple, Egglander. He says, well, how can people say these defamatory things about you when the facts are on your side? You did it without any cuts. You literally did it live. You weren't expecting it to happen. It's obviously real. Because people on the internet who live eternally online, okay, people who don't live in the real world like us, don't care about facts. These are the same people who love conspiracy theories. They believe the weirdest fringe shit because they want to live in some kind of a crazy, dramatic fantasy world. So they believe every single thing they're told, even if it really doesn't even sound true or there's no evidence. They don't care. They want to be duped. They find entertainment and satisfaction in being stupid, duped people. So as long as it's someone they don't like or they've led to believe is a bad person they shouldn't like, and something negative is being said about them, they're happy. I don't even need to see evidence. I just want to hear more people talk shit about this person. Why do you think Kino Casino exists? That's exactly the reason why, period. Someone just told me $2 is the outsider thing you think makes sense. It's similar to when back in the day, non-gamers became gaming YouTubers like iJustine, etc., and were met with mistrust in terms of being legit. It's just the reverse with you now where you're in the outsider coming in. Well, I will say this, all right? I actually think that's an intelligent comparison. I want to say thank you for that comparison because I didn't think of it that way. However, I want you to understand, I'm not trying to step on anyone's toes. I'm not coming in and trying to be like, oh, well, now because I was popular for something else, I now want to jump on the bandwagon and what's hot so that I can now carry over to that. Because sadly, I hate to say it, guys like, what the hell was that fucking guy's name? Who was making the ads, all gaming ads, even though he wasn't even a gamer. And then he made a gaming channel overnight. What the hell was his name? The guy who I got into an argument with because his ads were on my videos. You guys remember the guy who was doing that? Yeah, thank you. Toby Turner. That's a 100% exactly the point that I was making back then. Here's a guy, all he does is make stupid comedy videos. He was known for a fucking video called Chicken and a Biscuit. It's just a song, Chicken and a Biscuit, Chicken and a Biscuit. It's for retards, okay? And he got prominently popular for that, and he does dumb comedy videos that aren't funny, but they're for dumb people, okay? And dumb people liked them. All of a sudden, gaming videos can be monetized. This guy decides overnight, I'm a gamer. I'm now going to play games and do game playthroughs. And it's like, funny how you didn't do any of that before you could make money on it. And funny how he wasn't really a gamer who did playthroughs. He didn't play a game from start to finish. He just fucked around in a game for an hour or two, put out a video that was like a montage of it, and then was on to the next piece of shit content. Okay? He wasn't a real gamer. So real gamers were pissed because, number one, he was becoming prominent for gaming when he's not a gamer. He literally was doing shitty comedy videos under the guise of video gaming, even though it wasn't. Toby Games or whatever was his channel. Number two, sponsors were skipping over real gamers who busted their ass to get the following that they had gotten on YouTube, and were going to him to advertise their games. He was the guy. He got that ginormous contract with fucking EA to advertise Madden. Not a single person bought Madden because Toby Turner did a fucking ad about it, and that ad got spammed all over gamers' videos. So it was bullshit. He was a poser. He only did it for the money. He didn't give two fucks about any of it, and he tried to cash in. Okay? Me getting into TCG stuff, I'm not trying to cash in. I'm not expecting to make a fortune doing it. I'm not trying to step on anyone else's toes. I'm not trying to even involve. I've separated myself from that community and said, I'm not part of TCG. I do my own thing. I'm not a PokeTuber. All I'm doing is buying cards, opening them, and learning about them through you guys and enjoying that as supplementary parts of my content. I'm not looking to become a prominent TCG PokeTuber guy. That's not my goal. All right? I'm not stepping on anyone's toes. I'm not putting my fucking ads on other people's videos. I'm certainly not getting any sponsorship contracts that should be going to these people who do this full time. So I just want to make this abundantly clear. There's a big difference, but I totally understand the comparison. It does make sense, and I'm glad that you brought it to light because that, now that I'm thinking about it, yeah, I can totally see that. Spoderman did a $2 super chat. He says, can you hit the folks? Gaming isn't your strong suit. Can I what? Hit the folks? No, I won't hit the folks. That is true. Egglander said, the difference is you seemingly care about learning about this cards in the hobby. Toby didn't really care about gaming. He barely knew anything about gaming when he did the ads. He didn't give two shits about the games. He literally wasn't even talking about the games in his ads. He was just acting like an asshole. Basically, he was like a fake Tom Green and acting like an idiot and pissing people off, and he was getting paid tons of money to do it by EA. It's like, what the fuck? Thanks, Spoderman, for $2. I have no idea what you were saying, though. All right. Some idiot tipped $1 and said something stupid, so I'm ignoring them. Okay. I don't want to make toxic content.